One of the weird paradoxes about being in business is, the leadership team, the thing that the leader is the best at is probably the thing that the company is the worst at. The thing that happens is the leader's ego gets in the way of having the right people doing it. As much as I understand marketing, I'm not great at it. There's people out there like you who are great at what you do. As much as I know at a high level what you do, I'm not you. I can't do what you do. And it's understanding that. So it's hiring guys like you, or, the person that I use for, graphic design. Like, my web designer isn't my graphic designer, right? My marketer isn't my graphic designer. I want somebody that's great at that, because I sell, hey, I do metal roofs. I don't do asphalt. If you want an asphalt roof, go to the asphalt guy. If you want something metal, come to me. And I buy that. I buy into that. So, I think that's something else that's really, really important.
I agree. And you were saying, you have some knowledge and you don't have like the knowledge that I do. But me as a marketing company owner, like, we're getting to the point where I don't have the knowledge that our team members have. And
that's right.
I one of our head trainer here was sick yesterday, and she asked me to cover for her on our group training call with our clients. We had like we had about 10 clients on the call. And I was a little nervous because I hadn't led one of our client calls in that particular group on my own in a while. And so I prepared, and I was like, all right, I hope I can answer everyone's questions. And it was cool, and it was good to get in there. But then it was also like kind of I took a step back and I was like, wow, that's good, because we have people on the team that are solving these problems and helping out our clients that I don't need to know every single detail, and that's what's necessary as you grow, right?
Yeah, and one of the scariest things for me is because I'm a real type A type guy, and the scariest thing for me was knowing that there's jobs out there that I know nothing about, right? Like, not only did I know my customers' names, no matter who sold the deal, I knew the name, I knew the job, I knew what color, I knew what panel profile, I knew what was going on at house. Now I'm like, oh, we did that? What's that project? Like, I have no idea, and now when I know the intimate details of a project, it's not a good thing. It's because I had to get involved. And so that's one of those, for me, that's been a tough lesson, for me to learn is, hey, get out of that.
Yeah, that's a real thing I experienced actually yesterday on this call. It's like, man, there might be people clients on this call that I don't know who they are, and then the same thing when we go to events, the roofing industry conferences and whatnot. We have our booth, and I still fear to have this kind of trepidation that there's going to be clients that come up to the booth and I don't know that they're clients. And that's just
right.
That's just back when we started. I knew everyone by name, and we're working with everyone hands on. But now it's just kind of a necessary thing. But you realize, and I think that's a common thing with owners. But the switch gets flipped when you do delegate, and then you realize hey, this client's actually getting served better by not working with me as the owner. They're working with us on our team, and they're actually getting better service than I am, and they enjoy it, and there's no, we as owners think oh man, Shane's a client, I'm sure he wants to talk with me as the owner, Joe, and then you realize no, Shane doesn't really care. He just wants his problems to be solved. He wants to feel valued, and
that's one of my unpopular opinions.
Is it? Yeah. What is that?
So, I think one of my unpopular opinions is the client doesn't care what you do. They care that what you do affects them. The client doesn't care about Shane. The client doesn't truly even care about the company. It could be a friend or something, but the client doesn't care about us. They care that what they contracted for is going to happen. They don't care about our 10-step process. They care that 10-step process is going to mean that they don't have to have that argument over why their air conditioner is not working right now, right? That's what the client cares about. The client doesn't care about Shane. They don't care about Joseph. They care that their ads get read and there's, that people are taking action, right? They care that their ads are converting. They care that their roof keeps the water out and protects their inside of their house. That's what people care about.